Hi, it's Gary Kayye. We're here at DSE 2017 here in Las Vegas. Here with Nick Belcore, who's Executive Vice President for Peerless-AV. First of all, Nick, how are you feeling this afternoon?
It's been a great day so far. Happy to be at DSE 2017.
Listen, the show floor crowd was definitely bigger this year than last year. I don't know what your leads will turn up, but there's definitely more people on the show floor, and maybe it's because they squeezed the show floor a little bit, but it's definitely busier. Your booth this year is all applications based. Kudos to you for that, because I think people would rather see an application for a product being used rather than the product itself, don't you think?
There was a great keynote speaker yesterday morning that spoke much to the same thing, and it's a conversation that you and I frankly have had before. We need to get away as an industry from moving hardware or products to people. We need to begin with their end in mind and look at the experience that they want for their customers, and then we need to facilitate that for them. And that is really what's represented in a variety of different vignettes here today.
Exactly. I mean, you've got kiosk applications here, you've got a charging application like you launched last year, and of course, all of this is featuring your ability to not just make mounts, but it's really demonstrating your ability to provide a turnkey finished solution regardless of what technology they're using.
Yeah, what's differentiated the show more for us than in years past is we've had more digital signage novices at this show this year than I've ever seen, in particularly from the print industry, where people are realizing that they really need to find a way to get into this space. And so what we've been able to do is actually use the way that we've configured the booth this year to show them how not intimidating this really is. All you need is a good partner. You already have your customer base. Partner with the right people that are going to get your customer that experience, and let's go.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, because actually, we have to almost step back from where we are because we're inside the industry, and we forget that other people don't know this industry's been around for 10 years or 12 years. That a lot of people come in this industry new thinking that this is all new stuff, and to them it is new. So that's a good point, because they come in here from the analog side world and not even realize how mature the digital side world really is. Speaking of mature the digital side world, how have the kiosks been for you guys? I mean, it's been a few years now since you've been providing turnkey kiosks, and the applications are obviously growing larger. And of course, you're technology agnostic. You don't really care whose display they're using. But I mean, this concept of providing these turnkey solutions, has it paid off for you?
Massive, massive dividends. It's been a while since you were at our facility, but we've changed completely. It's about 320,000 square feet, and now a full 2/3 of that is allocated to the production of the large format kiosks and the outdoor displays, and the runners and the lower margin product are still made in a vested manufacturing facility, but it's in a different location now. And so we kept all those manufacturing personnel and that footprint, because this is really where we've seen the explosion in our business. The barriers to entry for mounts are very low, as you know, and even though we like to think that ours are the best, it's a mount, right? It's bent metal in the end.
I heard you say that now.
But I was parroting you. You didn't hear me say it. But the kiosks are a very, very different value proposition. It's something that you really have to have high capabilities to execute on well, and there's very, very few people, if any, that are doing it as well as we are.
Yeah, and in this case, the aesthetics are up front rather than in the back.
Absolutely.
So that makes a difference as well. And last question. Obviously, I'm guessing you're bullish on the market in general, but where do you see the sort of digital signage market moving here in the next couple of years, beyond where we are today, or do you think it's just going to be sort of linear growth?
No, I think it's going to be vastly beyond where we are today, and I think that a technology that's not being talked about a lot by anybody other than you yet, which is artificial intelligence, I think is going to cause a massive mushrooming of this. I think that hospitality in particular is an area where you're going to see that, where people are going to have virtual concierge using technology as basic as Amazon Echo to run things for them. And so they're going to need kiosks, either tableside at fast casual or quick service, or in hospitality, or in other venues. And I think as that technology continues to rev and increase its utility, that increases our ability to bring it to other markets.
And I agree with you on that, and I think the key to that, and we don't have time to get into that, and it's actually beyond probably what we both do, and that is, it's all going to have to be tied to your phone, because your phone has all the data of who you are and what you do and who you like and what you don't like, what you buy and what you don't buy and where you are. And I agree with you 100% on that, but I think that's going to be the sort of holy grail for the future growth of our industry. I agree with you on that. So, Nick, thanks for joining me today. We're going to go around and shoot individual product videos tomorrow morning here at Peerless-AV so that you can see all the individual products that they launched here at the show and how they're showing their kiosk products specifically. And so all you have to do is type in Peerless or Peerless-AV in the video search window and it'll come up. So thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
Great to see you.
Best of luck to you tomorrow.
Thank you. Have a good show.
Thanks for watching.